I'm gonna just record it right now. I'm Mr. Gold.
Justin, a few more years, that hair might be there too.
Ooh.
Got you.
Let's go.
Y'all, if Natalie kicks me off, I'll join right back.
Hey, Natalie.
What's up? That's good, man. Boo.
What's up?
That's JG. Hey. Can you say hey? Can you wave at JG? She said, I've never had anybody talk to me on this thing.
Yeah.
Daniel, does it bother you that she looks identical to Daniel?
No, I'd way prefer that. What's he see?
My first question is for Natalie. How was it having your dad in the Final Four? For the
That's
first.
pretty good. Hey, she does know this trick. Hey, Natalie, touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
She's been scoring a lot this year.
I was about to say, if she didn't clutch up, that was a bad omen.
No touchdowns for Demo Sunday.
Come on, baby.
About four.
Just leave Fields around our house.
Like you did.
You see yourself.
I gotta get my shot ready. I'm gonna take a shot before we start.
There you go.
Do you let your daughter play with the pill bottles as well?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pharmacy wives, that's just what they do.
Dude, it's like a little rattle. It works perfect.
Now he's already figured out how to get tops off of them, though, so we try to make it work out. Child-proof my house.
There's Derek joining in. The Hound himself.
That's Derek.
We'll wait till we start, but I'm gonna take that in a minute. I went back and listened to last year's Final Four, and by the time I got to Ted's interview, I was kind of like, I was slurring a little bit.
What's up, gentlemen?
Shawbird.
Hello, Ted.
What it is, cuz? Brandon, I mean, can you contribute, my man?
Talking to
Big
me or
house?
talking to other Brandon? Ah.
Yes.
I had a feeling you'd be wearing that hoodie. I was like, I just knew I'd see that thing.
I told him
wearing
I
it.
just found mine.
Yeah, we already had a conversation about that earlier.
I'm pretty sure I lost mine to an ex-girlfriend at some point. Don't know where it is right now.
R.I.P.
Mine probably wouldn't fit over like one of my tits now.
Your ex still snuggles with it at night, J House. I believe that.
Still smells with me.
Yeah.
I guess the better question would be which one, Justin?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, me.
Hey, to talk about how old that hoodie is, Brandon, that was one of my MySpace pictures in that hoodie.
Yeah, that's about the right time.
Yeah.
Demo, how's parenthood over there?
You can see it's awesome, man.
Dude, our house has been such a shit show the past month. It has been unbelievable. Dude, Rory figured out how to escape out of his crib
Oh, gosh.
yesterday. So last night he faked going to sleep because normally he puts up like a little bit of a fight. And last night he was like, "Okay, I'm ready to go night-nights." And Claire put him down. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep." So he put his head down, closed eyes, told Claire good night. And then she comes downstairs and she's like, "Just listen for a second. I think Rory's faking it." I was like, "What?" And then we hear him you hear like a boom, and then he's like fumbling around over there, like literally like 5 seconds later. She closes the door, and then he opens the door, comes downstairs, and he's like, "Rory woke up." And then we're like, dude, get your bats back upstairs.
Rory woke up. That's awesome.
What's in third person?
Surprise! Oh man. Couple more minutes and we'll crank it up. Just want to make sure who I know Phil and I think Zach said something he was going to be in, so Phil's going to be in later, I think. So we should have a decent crowd. This is awesome. First of all, this is
it's perfect.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Live and live in color fantasy the interviews for the Final Four. This has progressed so much. You can barely hear the first ones I did. The video quality is very poor, and the sound is like muffled. You can barely hear it. Hopefully this goes over a little bit better.
Hey, Derek.
Got you.
Hey, Derek, this is number 2.
Oh, okay.
What kind of whiskey you got there?
Give that man his money.
Get that man his money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's that peach pecan.
Dude, this is cheap, too.
What kind you got?
Old Camp Peach Pecan.
Show me, pour the bottle in front of the camera.
All right. I think it was like $18.
Keep talking. I lost you. Hang on.
Peach Pecan, Old Camp. I'll send you a picture of it, dog.
All right.
Yeah, we betrayed Rory's trust pretty bad today. We all three went to go do a COVID test. So we like sat in a car for like 2 hours. He's just like going nuts, like watching like YouTube videos or something. And then we keep hyping it up, like, "Oh, Rory, it's gonna be really fun, blah blah blah." So they do me first, and I'm like, "All right, Rory, like it's almost yours." He's like, "Oh boy," and like he does Claire, and he's like hype as shit. He's like, "Yeah," and they shove it up his nose, dude. He's like, "Ah!" It's like 2 minutes of the nose. He's like so pissed off.
Oh my god!
What shit you say for a while.
Lord have mercy.
I was just trying to make him like not be like too negative about it, but he was like super pumped. He was like getting so hyped up, like we're gonna like, go to some Disney World or something.
This thing get really far back there, like a lot farther than I thought it did.
The first time I did it wasn't too bad. This time it was like real quick too. She just shoved that shit up there like for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I felt like the dude like touched my brain.
Yeah.
I got the rapid test and the send off same time. So like 2 swabs in both nostrils, one behind the other. It was bad. But.
Does not feel good.
The one we got was just right around your nose, like just.
Yeah, it's weird how they don't like all of them do it differently. Like.
You watch the NFL. The NFL guys, they just do like inside the nostril. Can you imagine getting that shit done all the way every day, multiple times or whatever they do?
That'd be terrible.
That's something you don't get used to. I feel like you're not just gonna get like accustomed to it.
Yeah.
You know, the Big Ten testing, like for football and basketball, and that's all they do. Is like it literally goes like right here, like that's as far as it goes.
If that's accurate, then why don't, unless it's a different test, and like why don't the normal people get that?
I don't know. Is it accurate though?
Yeah.
Are any of them?
Well, that's weird. Like with how many like NFL like false positives, like how often does that shit happen? Like all these like asymptomatic cases, like how many of them are just like false positives?
Oh, exactly.
Wild.
All right.
The bad thing with the person, like the whole reason I had to go get one is because a chick tested positive. She had no symptoms, and I'm like, why don't you? Everybody that was out to dinner with her, we went and got tested. Nobody was positive. I was like, why don't you go get another one?
Yeah.
And so maybe we can all go back to work. And she's like, the health department told me, not to do it. It wouldn't matter since I've already tested positive. I need to quarantine. But I was like, you might not even. It could have been a false positive, and you'll never know.
Yeah, you got to take time off of work and all that for nothing then.
And I'm sure like NFL.
But she was holding all of us up.
Yeah.
I'm sure the NFL is using like shitty urgent cares like we have to use.
I'm sure. Whatever to get these games in.
I was about to say, yeah, the whole Ravens and all that crap, man. There's, I don't know how many positive tests they just maybe brushed to the side or held off on whatever until
And the Dez one made no sense. Like they showed him pregame out there, like dapping up and poking all the Cowboys stuff.
Yeah, and then they just like still played the whole game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, Gilmore was the same way that time the Patriots and Chiefs played. He tested positive the day after, right?
Yeah, and he was dapping up Mahomes.
I know. No mask on, right?
Yeah, that was before they required it.
All right.
What, is Tripp? Have you talked to Tripp, Jason? Was he?
I think he might be doing he's coaching basketball up at Hanover this year, JV. So
Oh, really?
they may be having a late practice.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Damn, how desperate do they get?
Assistant.
Yeah.
Assistant. He's assistant JV. I think he's just kind of going to some practices and stuff. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey, can everybody hear
Yeah,
J House real good?
Nah.
Yeah,
Nothing.
J House, you seem kind of far away. It's kind of hard to hear you very clearly, at least on my end.
Tripp,
All right.
Tripp's trying to book his schedule up for that baby gets here. He's like, oh shit, sorry, babe. Wish I could be home more to help out. JV
Selfish
practice
bastard.
7 nights a week.
Yeah. All right. I just sent a text. Zach just hopped in. That's a good little chance for us to go ahead and kind of crank it up. Zach, how you doing, brother?
He
Can you
just
hear me?
Like,
Yeah, J House. It says that your audio is the only audio that's unencrypted. That's because Cisco is spying on you right now.
Yeah, let me reconnect my audio. 1 second.
They're gonna know you're in the Final Four though. That's promotion worthy.
That's a fact.
Zach, can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, I'm gonna take this shot. First of all, welcome to the 2020 Final Four interviews. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, cheers.
Awesome. So first of all, we've got all 4 of the participants here. That is amazing. Normally, if you've watched in the past, we've done it over phone. I've kind of video recorded and posted to YouTube, sent it out to you guys. This is way cooler, first of all. So I appreciate everybody being here. Before we get started, I know J House is going to be the first one in entering the gauntlet of questioning. But I just got some stats and stuff I want to throw out at you. As far as, first of all, the regular season, the Taint wins again. They went 49-42 collectively.
Let's go.
Musty went 42 and 49. So a seven win difference. Taint would have won the if we had anything going as far as division versus division. So congrats to them on having the better division. The top 4 scorers are in the Final Four, which is pretty cool. Sometimes you have those guys who kind of maybe slip through the cracks or get a win, maybe when they weren't supposed to, all right, as an underdog, something like that. But I feel like, the top 4 scorers, you guys definitely throughout the whole season have deserved to be where you're at. So that's pretty impressive. 4 of the top 5 in differential. Zach was the other one in that top 5. So even if he'd have won, he would have been there. It's still been 4 of the top 5 in differential as far as you outscoring your opponents throughout the year. Also very impressive. We've got Musty versus Taint on each side. So that's pretty, exciting as far as, division rivalries. That's something that we tried to create, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that, when we started the year of divisions. And I think it's kind of stuck. But to have that aspect of it in the Final Four is very, very cool. We've got 2 former champions in Ted and J House. And we've got 2 guys that haven't won it yet. So that's also very exciting. You're going to have a guy get another one or possibly get a guy that has not won one before. I think the quote was, there's a potential first time probably winner. It was something along those lines. I can't remember the exact wording, but it was something like that.
Someone might lose their virginity.
Yeah. So all the storylines are adding up to a pretty cool finish to the season. First of all, we weren't even, if you'd have told us, if we'd talked about it back in September when we started this up, or August, that we'd even make it this far, with the way this year's gone, the way the season's gone, and all that good stuff, it's really awesome that we've actually made it this far. We've been through some ups and downs as far as, COVID and postponed games and canceled games and all this stuff, but we made it through. Felt like we had some really good stuff in place to kind of get through some of those situations. So, but here we are. Playoff wins. Jay House has 7. He's got 8 appearances. This is his 8th appearance in the playoffs. Drew Mo has 5 playoff wins. This is his 6th appearance in the playoffs. Demo, this is his first. He's got 1 win, but his 2nd appearance. He made it his first year. And then Ted with 15 playoff wins in his 8 playoff appearances. Okay. We've got 2 division champs still alive. Also pretty cool. So, just the fact that winning your division and then making it to the next round. I think Jimmy won it a couple years ago, won the division, and then I smoked him in the first round. So, it can always happen that the division champ is not necessarily one of the better teams. But this case, this is not that kind of year. But if Jay House, if you're ready, brother, we'll go ahead and crank this thing up. First of all, again, welcome to the Final Four. This is your first appearance actually in the playoffs since your title. So also pretty cool that you're finding a way back. We have a rematch of week 1. I don't know if y'all know that or have looked back, but you and Ted played each other in week 1. Jay House, you were the victor in that, 155.7 to 143.9. Started off a little slow, 4-6 after week 10, but you've reeled off 4 straight wins. This is your 5th Final Four appearance. Just talk to me a little bit and talk to us a little bit about, how your season's gone and how you feel like you've made it to this point.
First of all, you guys can hear me better now?
Nope.
Absolutely.
All right, Smitty, kickbox. So first of all, excited to be here. This is actually my first Final Four interview, so but not my first Final Four appearance, as you mentioned. Media day is a bit new to me, so this should be fun. Yeah, it was a rocky road getting here. Weeks 8, 9, and 10 lost by a combined total of 8 points. But then was able to reel off, like you said, those 4 wins in a row to get into the playoffs. So love to be here. We're going to start off with a shot.
Let's go.
All right. Get it done. Love it.
Cheers, fellas.
Good deal, man. All right. So, just reflecting on, the season so far and kind of what you've been through and all that stuff, wins, losses, close losses. Do you have a theme song that would describe your season so far?
Look, I'm going to go ahead and call it. My theme song is going to be Eric Church, Record Year. Look, 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, 1 beer. I'm going to have a record year.
Oh, baby. I like it. That's very creative. Good stuff. Dug deep for that one. Love it. All right. So your opponent, you got a tough one. Let's be honest. Let's put it all on the table. 2-time defending champ, Ted. He's back in the Final Four. 3 words. Describe Ted.
I think that's pretty easy. What's his fantasy team name? Man, Myth, and Darkness. Yeah. No, in all seriousness, no.
You were going so well there for a moment, sir.
In all seriousness, he's the daily reminder of what or everybody strives for in fantasy football greatness. So all respect to Ted. Looking forward to a top matchup. And look, this week is my opportunity to rewrite the history books. So here we go.
Awesome. All right. Well, speaking of rewriting the history books, okay, so you're at the Chinese restaurant. You finished your meal. You got your lo mein noodles. They're down. The egg roll's gone. there's nothing left but the fortune cookie. What's it say for juice is worth the squeeze for the rest of the season?
I'm gonna go with a former Wolfpacker and don't give up, don't ever give up. In honor of the late great Jimmy V. Go Pack. I've been in this boat before. The 2015 championship run that we went on with Gurley Man.
7-6.
Sneaking in the playoffs with a 7-6 record as well. Yeah. So I did the same thing that year, looking to do it again.
All right, fighting tooth and nail, man. I love it. Scratching and clawing. All right, so what would an appearance in the championship mean to you, man? I know it's been a while. Like we talked about, just getting back and getting back in the swing of it, getting back in the mix. What would it mean to you to kind of get in that championship game and possibly finish it off?
Everything. It's the culmination of everything that you work for throughout the year, the off season, the looking up players while you're out at the pool. The Juice organization has put in a lot of effort this year, so we're looking forward to another title run. It's something that everybody in the league strives for, obviously, but very few actually achieve the ultimate goal. Everything.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you answering my questions. I'm going to open it up to the gallery here, the reporters that have graced us with their presence. If they have any questions for you at this time, we're going to give them about 4 or 5 minutes to reel off some questions. These are unscripted and random. So good luck. And would anybody like to volunteer to ask any questions for the Final Four participant?
I have a few questions actually for Justin.
Okay. Brandon, go ahead.
Yeah. So Justin, my first question, what exactly does Jamal Williams mean to you?
Besides everything, he means a win against Cooter Beef, which is all I needed to get into the playoffs. And, that set the tone there, week 4, I think it was, when we made that trade and deal. There was a little bit of tension, I think, amongst some people in the league, but, it was a legal binding trade at the time.
Did you realize that trade cost me being in the playoffs?
100%. Yeah. Hindsight's 2020, my man.
All right. Hey, next question. Could you tell us what juice you're squeezing?
The juice of the taint.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then last question, Justin. You've been referred to as Little House the majority of your life, and you just bought a really big house. So I'm just trying to figure out what we're overcompensating for.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, guys with big trucks
have little penises.
Cheers, man.
That's all I got.
Bravo, Smitty.
Thank you. I love you.
Anybody else?
Thank you. Thank you for the playoff appearance, Smitty.
I have one quick question.
All right,
Justin,
Derek.
You've been a parent for over a year now. Parenthood is such a beautiful thing to have in your life. Can't wait for Trip and Tony to experience what we have. How many times have you imagined yourself slamming your head into the wall this past year?
Seeing as how Zaylee still does not sleep through the night at over a year old, when I hear her cry in the middle of the night multiple times, I would say at least multiple times a day for over a year. You do the math.
Same. I had another one, but that's it.
All right. Anybody else? Any other questions?
Justin, is Tennessee wide or is it long?
Tennessee is long.
Noted.
All right.
Good question.
Good question.
Everyone wants to hear the
Wrong,
important.
Awesome. All right. Well, if that's all we've got, J House, I appreciate your participation. Feel free to ask questions as we move along. Please stay with us. As long as you got the house to yourself, man. Just keep chilling in that.
Just gonna keep doing this.
Yes, sir. Take you another shot and just soak it in, brother. There's a lot of people that are jealous of where you're at right now. So, congrats on the Final Four and good luck to you this week.
Thanks, sir. Hey, speaking of, Viva La Vegas, baby.
Let's do it.
We're doing it.
Let's book it. All right. Next up in the Final Four, we have Boner Patrol.
Ow!
Ooh! All right. We've got Drumo, 2.5-point dog going into the game. Just looking back, this is his first playoff appearance since 2016. He's been through some ups and downs the last few years, but he's back now. He's back in the Final Four. This is his fourth Final Four appearance. He's averaging 140.63 points a game. Good for second in the league in total points, which is incredible. A lot of points scored. He owns the highest 1 week score of 210. Nobody has gotten to 200 other than him that I can think of. Going back and looking, he's all in. He's all in this year, and I'm excited to see what the Final Four holds for him. Drumo, y'all played 2 weeks ago. You and Demo in the rivalry of who wants it more. It was not very good, but you get a chance at redemption this week. After the 6-0 start, maybe a little bit of a roller coaster ride to where you're at now. But just talk me through a little bit about how you've managed this season, pickups, trades, drop ads, all that good stuff. What do you feel like has got you to this point?
Just planning ahead for this upcoming season. I think the auction bucks being maxed out at the start and getting the first rookie pick, obviously, gave me a good team. I had a good draft, and that's why I got out to such a hot start. It's been a little bit rocky since then. So, as far as, adjusting, I've kind of just stuck with my guys the whole time, the guys that I drafted, and, plugged in on bye weeks where I needed to. Unfortunately, my running back situation kind of went to shit, for lack of a better term. But, yeah, I don't know. Here I am, and I'm ready to, hopefully pull off the upset.
That's right, man, dude. It's got to feel good being back in this mix. You got to be excited about being a part of the interview process, being a part of the Final Four. You're one win away from being back in that illustrious championship game with a chance to get that name on the trophy.
That's right. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking, that's for sure.
All right. So just talking about your season, I asked Justin earlier, and I'm going to ask everybody the same question. If you had to pick a theme song for your team this year, what would that theme song be?
Blowing Money Fast, Rick Ross, because I've spent all my money. I spent all my auction dollars like 7 weeks ago. I have no auction money going into next year. I'm completely all in.
That's awesome.
Broke as fuck. So if I don't win, I'm going to be fucked for next year. But that's okay because I'm going for it.
Hey, man, I like it. I like it, dude. That's awesome. That is the perfect song. Bravo. That was perfect.
It's honest as hell.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. So your opponent's in the room. He's shares a last name with you. Again, I said it a minute ago, y'all played a couple weeks ago. The result was maybe not necessarily what you would have liked it to be, but you got a chance at redemption this week. How would you describe your opponent in 3 words?
How would I describe full chub in 3 words? Girthy, handsome,
Ooh.
Merciless.
Ooh. All right. I like it. Girthy, full chub. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh man. So you've got You've got 2 weeks of football left. Whether you're in the championship or not, but you've got 2 weeks of football left. We all do. It's sadly coming to an end. But, what does that fortune cookie say for Boner Patrol?
Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pains.
Stupid.
All right. That's great advice from a Chinese fortune cookie. That is some amazing advice. Oh, me. What would so this week, you're playing, you got a tough matchup. Demo has been one of the better teams all year, as have you. Very tough matchup. And but you're one win away from being back in that title game that you were in 4 years ago. What would it mean to you to get back there and have another shot at this thing?
Redemption. I mean, I fucking blew it in 2016, so I really want to get back there again and redeem myself and win one. So we'll see how it goes.
Hell yeah, man. The redemption tour. I like it. Well, I appreciate you answering my questions. Now it's time for the gallery, the reporters, if they have any questions.
Oh, boy.
If they've got any questions for you, the floor is open. Does anybody have any questions for Boner Patrol?
I have a few as well. So, Andrew, my first question is, do you regret selling your soul to the Fantasy Devils?
No.
No? Okay.
Nah.
My second question, you're on record stating that our champion the past 2 years only won because he had the number one rookie pick. How do you feel about this year, you potentially being in that same case and people talking shit to you next year and those saying that this may be an asterisk year?
I mean, whatever. If people say that, fuck them. I'll be happy that I won. So we'll see.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Any other questions for Drumo?
I have two, but one's really not the vibe that we're in right now. So we'll go with the first one.
Bro, ask it.
Drumo, this was your year to lose. How does it feel to probably already lost it already?
I mean, not great. I'm not confident going into this weekend, right? I have the lowest projected points total. My running back situation went to shit, not because of injuries or COVID or anything like that, but because of their team situation with Dak and with the signing of Lev Bell and KC. But I don't know. We'll see. Either of those guys could pop it any week and, get me to the end. So we'll see what happens. But to answer your question in the short form, not great.
Perfect. I will answer my answer. I will ask my second question. Drumo, Jason asked me not to talk about politics in these questions. As one of the league's biggest snowflakes, how mad will you be if the vaccine does indeed lead to Bill Gates depopulating the world?
I don't even think I understand the question. It's so preposterous. So I think we'll just skip.
All right, well, that's all I have, sadly. So
thank you, Derek.
No further questions.
Hard-hitting questions.
Going back to what he said as far as his running backs popping, man, like everybody in the Final Four this year could legitimately go for like 170. That is something that makes this week even more exciting. I think every single team could win the week as far as high score. Every single team in the Final Four could pop off and score, upwards of 200. So that's pretty exciting. We got a Thursday night game, 2 Saturday games, Sunday and Monday. So like it's just 5 days of football. 4 days of football. So very exciting weekend coming up. But Andrew, man, I appreciate you.
Wait, are we done with questions?
No, go ahead. If you have one, go ahead, Zach.
Bring Zachariah.
Drumo, as our I guess what the fuck? Did y'all lose me?
No,
I hear you.
No, we got you.
All right. As our resident boner aficionado, what advice would you give to Full Chubb to really get him to that next round?
I would suggest benching Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones.
I really thought you were about to say take Cialis.
Last question. They say a fool and his money are soon parted. What would you say? Would you say that is a reflection of the way you're approaching 2021?
I'm not sure I understand the quote.
They say a fool
get
and
that right?
money are soon parted.
One more time.
A fool and his money are soon parted. Would that describe or reflect your going into 2021 with less money?
Sure. Yeah. I'll be honest.
right.
I still don't think I caught the quote, but that's okay.
Awesome.
I've got a question.
It'll be on the recording. We're good.
Oh,
Big house.
Got a question.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in your humble opinion, what is the best Jeezy song?
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn.
The hard hitting questions.
Trap or Die. I don't know.
Trap or Die. Yeah,
That's a good
Sorry.
answer. On the spot like that, that's a good answer.
that was nice. That was nice. Awesome. Any more questions for Boner Patrol? All right, Drew Mo, man, you've been a good sport. I appreciate you answering these questions, dude. Incredible run so far, and I got you in the Calcutta. No pressure, just but
Ooh, nice.
good luck.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't participate in the Calcutta because I don't know what the fuck a Calcutta is. So,
It's all good.
but I'm glad you picked me. So,
Yeah, man. But good luck to you. Good luck to you, man. And like I said, congrats on getting this far, and nothing but the best to you.
thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. All right. Next up, we have my notes out. We have Demo. Demo is making his first Final Four appearance. First appearance in the playoffs since 2016, his inaugural year. He's averaging 136 points a game. And I think if you look back at earlier conversations, I mean, Drumo started out hot. He was 6-0. Demo started out 5-0. And we were talking like, whoa, this is a two-man race. Very impressive starts for both of you. And Demo's depth was what a lot of people were talking about. He had the bench, if anything were to happen, anything were to go down, he had the bench that could withstand some guys going down or some guys getting hurt. He's won $425 already. So that's pretty impressive. Congrats on that. Yeah. There you go. And he's the Musty champ. He is the Musty champ. That breaks my soul to say because I'm in the Musty and then kind of not also. So, but anyway, played Drumo a couple weeks ago. Won rivalry week. Locked up that division championship. Got that money. And here you are, like I said, first Final Four appearance. Demo, walk me through your season. Walk me through how you feel like you've gotten here and how you're feeling about where you're at.
Appreciate it, y'all. Had a good draft, and like JG said, I feel like I had a lot of depth. I struggled early in the year because I wanted to make some moves. I wanted to add a tight end, especially one more wide receiver. But I knew with it being a COVID year that I needed to hang on to that depth. So that's kind of where that was my main struggle. It's kind of internal struggle. Did I give up some depth and go for a star player, or did I keep the depth? And I decided to go with some depth. I like where my team's at now. I'm healthy, knock on wood, for the most part, barring a COVID attack tomorrow. But that's my season. I'm glad to be here. Took me a while. Would you say I've been in the league 4 years now?
This is your fifth year, yes. Yep.
First playoff win. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know, man. I didn't come into the league with a bang like Tony did. Been here for a while, just kind of scoping it out. But now I'm here.
There you go. You got the lay of the land. You got your feet wet. Yeah, the water's nice. You jumped right in. That's awesome, man. Congrats on being here. Just talking about your season and thinking, reflecting back, if you had to pick that one song to kind of just to have in the background as you're setting your lineup, what would it be?
Yeah, see, my season's not over yet, so I'm kind of like in the moment right now. I'm going to go really cheesy here, but it's Lose Yourself because it's one shot. Might not ever see the playoffs again. So that's it. Actually played it on the way home tonight, so I get hyped for this.
Okay.
Lose Yourself back from 2003.
I'm finished.
Might have been
That's awesome. Little Eminem, little throwback Eminem, man. Heck yeah. No doubt. Mom Spaghetti. Let's go.
That's how I felt this past Sunday, and I'm sure that's how I feel this coming up Sunday too.
No doubt.
I'm invested into it. I get nervous on Sundays.
Yeah.
All over fantasy football.
Oh, man. You're one win away from being in the championship. All right, so you're playing Drew Mo again, like we've talked about. I mean, you guys playing 2 weeks ago. I mean, you're very familiar with your opponent. I'm sure you could probably, quote his roster up and down. But just talking about the manager himself, all right, Andrew Moore, would you describe your opponent in 3 words?
Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to go with charitable to start with. I think my best player this year, Metcalf, I think I paid $1 for. Appreciate that, Drew Mo. $1 this year at least. Let's say I'm going to go with I'll throw one to describe his team, stacked. I mean, when you look at his team, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just said, you read their names, and it's almost like if we were doing a snake draft, he got every pick in the first round, and that's his team. It's so unfair. And then the third word would be Trumper. I mean, my man named his team after Trump for 4 games of the season. I didn't know he was so political, but I get I mean,
yeah. Jay in the raffle.
4 more years. There you go.
The Trump train.
Trump train. There you go.
4 more years.
Choo-choo.
Oh, me. That's awesome. I was just really glad you didn't say girthy, too, because that would have been weird if you just said girthy also.
Well, we got a boner and a full chub like that.
Unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
A lot of heterosexuals.
But I got a question for you, Drew Mo. Whose boners are you patrolling? Yours or
Oh!
The tables have turned.
I've never thought of that.
I don't think I've ever thought of that either. So, good question.
Speechless.
I'm speechless.
Yeah. If he wins the championship, we got to put Boner Patrol on the trophy. That's going to be awesome. All right. So looking ahead, I know you just said you're living in the moment, but try your best to try to capture, your next 2 weeks. Okay. You got this week and next week. You got 2 more weeks of football. And just how would you capture that in a Chinese proverb?
Oh, man. So I was going for this week, and it would be history will repeat itself. Going back to the Week 13 matchup.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully Drew Mo busts this week, and hopefully I have a good week.
So you hope Boner Patrol busts? Okay.
I'm gonna be busting this weekend. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, dude, congrats on being here, man. Again, once you get a little taste of it, it's hard to let go. But just cherish it, because I'm sitting here at 1-12 and just real salty. It's just a year ago I was where you were at, and so it doesn't happen all the time. Just cherish where you're at and enjoy it. And but just what thinking about it, I'm sure you have. You're doing a great job by staying in the moment, to be honest. With the song and all, but just what would the opportunity to win that trophy? What would that mean to you to kind of make it to that championship game?
Oh, everything. Like I said, I kind of came into this league as a dud. I know y'all are all glad to have me. but I didn't really perform my best. Had a lot of things, had the kid jinx, but now we got the kid out the way. Just to solidify my place in the league. I mean, get my name on the trophy, full Chubb up there. I'm at right beside Ted's last 3 or 4 names. I don't know. I mean, if Ted would make room for me up there anywhere, I'd appreciate it.
Ted loves that shit too. Drives me nuts.
I know. He's just been grinning the whole time. Well, that's awesome, man. Like I said, congrats on being here. I think it's definitely hard earned. You worked your ass off. I know you drafted really well. You were in the mix on every player. I was standing just right beside you, and every time a guy got nominated, you were in the mix trying to get your name in the hat. So just hats off to you for getting this far, and a lot of hard work. And I know this kind of makes it feel like it pays off. So congrats and good luck to you the rest of the way. Any questions for Demo?
Derek, do you want to go first this time, or are you doing me too?
Sure. Demo, did you have any idea what the hell you were getting into 5 years ago?
No.
You just simply answered yes to a text.
Many times. I remember probably like the first year I was at work one day and I looked at my damn GroupMe app and it had like 700 new messages. I've been at work for like 2 hours and I was like, what the fuck do these people do? I was like, they have jobs, like how the hell?
Bunch of degenerates.
They talk about absolutely nothing for hours.
Yeah, I spent 30 minutes just scrolling through trying to get caught up, and by the time I've done that, y'all have already added 400 more. So I'm just playing. No, I had no clue. It's been a blast, though, staying connected to everybody. It's been a blast, y'all.
Perfect.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely.
I have one more, and then we'll pass the mic to Smitty. Demo, the consensus is that you and Big House are the smartest members of the league. With your success this year and Big House's annual failure, can you confirm to the league and explain why we all should think that you are indeed the smartest and not tied with Big House like we all think?
Oh, definitely the smartest. I mean, like you said, the records kind of reflect that. We can match up head to head in fantasy football. I'll win. Chess, checkers, tic-tac-toe. I mean, anything Big House wants to throw at me, I'm game. I'll win it.
Perfect. No further questions. That's it.
All right, Daniel. In college, they say it takes a good coach 4 years to get his guys on the team and get to winning. If you had one thing you could say to Johnny Gay right now for putting you in the position you've been in the last 3 years, what would it be?
Don't send out naked pictures to your friend. I don't know.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Gave me a shit team, and it took me 4 years to build it back up. He actually handed me a pretty good team. Actually,
It was a cold day that day. I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Smith. I don't know what I got for you there. Good question.
That's pretty good.
I got one. Demo, you've put together a wonderful team. What or who would you attribute to maybe the model that you used in putting that team together?
Self. Yeah, I look in the mirror every day and I'm like, yeah, you're the best coach there is. You know, stay true to yourself.
Oh, great.
Oh man. Any other questions for Demo?
Yeah, I've got one. So yeah, Demo, I definitely agree. You're definitely the smartest in the league. I'll challenge you at chess any day, but other than that, you're definitely the smartest. I have a legit question though, just from my lack of understanding. Can you please explain to me what nickel size hell means?
So hail, it's like
Yeah.
freezing or freezing rain, and a nickel is about that big. So it's hail that's the size of a nickel.
Okay. Follow-up question. How does that pertain to fantasy football?
I'm sure that's the second smartest player in the.
We were just talking about between those two.
Don't really know, Big House. Just throw it down. Nickel size hail would probably hurt if it hit you. But name change this year. Full Chubb's doing me better. I thought about changing it back to size hail. Make it to the championship. Might do it.
Old Chubb is like a hybrid between Boner Patrol and Zach's team last year.
Yep.
Chubb is on the hunt.
Oh,
good one.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. All right. Any other questions for Demo?
Red, I'm laughing so much.
I know. I'm crying. All right, Demo, man. I appreciate your
butt
time,
cheeks are
man.
the boob of the back?
Do what?
I said, do you believe that butt cheeks are the boob of the back?
Yes.
Well said.
Good question.
That's a confident answer.
Yeah, that was.
Let's move on.
Incredible. Demo, good luck to you, man. Yep. And be thinking about the name if you won the trophy, if you happen to get it done. I know you got a couple to pick from. Oh, me. All right. Let me I gotta take a shot for this last one.
I thought you were about to say, take a shit and be right back.
Nah, I got one more interview to do. I gotta get lubed up for this one.
He's been watching Wheel of Fortune on his couch for fucking past 54 minutes.
Yeah.
Should have got lubed up for the two names that were after dicks.
Oh man, cheers. All right, one more to go.
Moving on to raw dog and randoms now.
Is Ben still on?
Did anybody hear that? Did anybody hear Ted's story last year?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, Brandon.
That was pretty good. All right, let me dig in my notes. It's the whole sheet long. Next up, we have Mr. Two-time back-to-back defending champ, Ted Williams. He's coming into the Final Four, averaging 143.94 points, tops in the league. He's actually winning the total points race right now. He won eight straight after starting 0-2. There were conversations about, hangover city. But he won 8 straight after that 0-2 start, and he's actually won 11 of the last 12. So he's coming in on fire in Fuego. He's the Taint champ. This is his 3rd straight Final Four. He is no stranger to the interview process. This should be very, very comfortable for him. He did lose week 1 to Jay House. Let's not forget. We talked about that. A lot of points scored in that game. I expect a lot of points scored this week. But this is his 6th Final Four overall. He's 2nd all-time in Final Four appearances behind Smitty. Smitty has 7 Final Fours. So he's 1 behind there. But just about every other statistical category I could look up, Ted is winning in those. And so here we are. Ted, welcome back, brother. How does it feel to be where you're at? And let's talk a little bit about your season up to this point.
I mean, is it open-ended? You just want me to take it from there?
Well, it's what time is it?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Well, this Chinese virus. Let's talk about. No, so my season so far. You kind of hit some of the highlights. Started off rough. I remember a couple of texts about how sorry my team was and needing to go ahead and move Lamar and Kelsey to have a shot. I tried to calm that down with I've been here before. I'm good. And so as you can see, I'm sitting next to her right now. You know, it's been a good year. I didn't expect it to go this well. I do put in a lot of time, a lot of listening, a lot of reading. I mean, it just takes up a ton of our lives. We put a lot of money into it, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and so it feels good to see that come to the fruits of my labor to unveil as they have.
No doubt, man. No doubt. And like I said, man, this has got to be comfortable for you. Pretty, and like I said, it's third straight Final Four for you. You've got a tough matchup this week. I will say that. Losing to them in the first week, you know, best ball, all that good stuff. You know, it's been a long time since you've played each other. You know, you've changed. J-House has changed. Teams have changed. Seasons changed. So there's a lot that's changed since then. But just thinking about your season, I mean, just thinking back, if you had to pick one song to describe your season so far up to this point, what would it be? What would your theme song be?
My theme song is by Mace, Welcome Back.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome back. Mace don't cuss in his raps.
Hey, man.
No.
2 kids. You got to keep it PG. No, I'm no AJ around here. I can't teach my kids to cuss.
No doubt. No doubt.
Funny story. We were watching Home Alone the other night, and Buzz was like, Kevin, I wouldn't let you in my room if you were growing on my ass. And Riley looked at me and said, Daddy, what does growing on ass mean? And so we raise them a little different over here than that Congelli family.
Awesome. Well, welcome back from Mace and myself. Welcome back. Again, your opponent, you got a tough one. Y'all all are top 4 in points. Any of y'all could blow up, and you know that. It's literally a 4-man race to the finish. You know, your opponent, J-House, 3 words. What comes to mind when you think about your opponent this week?
Let me take a look. Wrote a few things down here.
3 words.
Yeah. Underestimated, battle hardened, and I'm trying to cue my my accent of replacements. He's wiredy.
Ooh, wiredy.
Words over here.
Those are 3 words. One had a hyphen in it, but I mean, just like 7 and 6. I mean, his 2 times he's ran, he's had that mediocre record. When you look at it, it's like, all right, what is he doing here? But then you look at his points against. He's taken on a lot of good shots by everybody's team, and still did enough to get in. So definitely don't need to underestimate him.
No doubt. 3 good words right there. Yeah, I mean, this is so similar. I went back and looked at it today, just looking at his 2015. Same record, similar points against, differential, all that stuff. It's pretty interesting to see how you know, similar it is to that year. So 2 weeks left, man. 2 weeks left. I know it's getting to the end. I know you're just like me as far as this stuff goes. You hate to see it end. But you got 2 weeks. Yeah, two weeks to soak it back up, and you know, you're at the Chinese restaurant. You ordered that lo mein. You got it. You ate
General
it.
So chicken, but
General So is in the belly. It's feeling right. Bubble guts may be kicking up.
Hey.
But you got it. But you got to finish it off. You got to get that fortune cookie. You know, what's it saying for you?
On this side, it says lucky numbers 15, 4, 69, 35.
Nice.
Chinese word, Wuhan flu. Other side, now isn't the time to try new things, including bat soup. So keep doing what got you here. That goes for all the 3 of y'all. Now isn't the time to try new things. Keep doing what you've been doing.
All right, there you go. There you go. Well, you're no stranger to this situation. I'm sure the decision making for you is going to be a little bit different as far as confidence in your picks and things like that than it would be for me or some of these guys that like I said, haven't been here in a while or haven't been here at all. So you're definitely you say battle tested for J House. You're battle tested as far as the Final Four goes. So again, congrats on being here.
Appreciate it.
Again, what would another chance at a three-peat? What would that mean to you?
I would equate this one to like senior year, like state championship, senior year, like guys looking around like, are you gonna get another shot to do this? It's kind of like you say everyone is sweet, and it may be. I mean, I could win 5 more, and they would all be sweet, but to hit a three-peat 2020 year, I think I had a bad draft. This would be like that senior year, going out on top type of shit for me.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Is Teddy hinting at retirement?
I mean, riding
off in the sunset.
Might need to move down to Tampa or something. Try something new. I don't know. It's kind of getting easy at this point now.
There we go. Oh man. All right.
Drink to that.
Let's go. All right. I'm gonna open up the floor to questions. Does anybody have any questions for Ted, man, myth, legend?
Yes, me.
Can I make a statement prior to the questions?
Sure.
One's a little bit funny. Farm Bureau, come see me for all your home, auto, car, life needs. My wife, she was like, "You're gonna go do what? An interview? How gay!" Like, and this may be a little bit stupid. I mean, we may hang on to a little bit of childhood, but is there anything more fun in this group we got? Like, I'm super grateful for it.
Yeah,
I'm sitting up here in my junky ass playroom, 8:30 at night with a pissed off wife because she's got both kids wide open right now. But like, it doesn't get any better than this. I mean, I love you guys. I love this league. I put a lot of time into being good at it. But I mean, I enjoy it with you guys. Wouldn't want to do it with a better group, but
yeah, man.
let me have it.
Amen.
Amen.
Cheers.
Can everybody take a cheers?
Absolutely.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
My drink's drunk, but
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I'm sitting in an empty house with the same.
I'm so envious. I'm so envious of your position. Jeez, you text me. I was like, God, that'd be so nice. Jesus Christ, just
Right?
2 nights.
Right?
All right. Does anybody have any questions for Ted?
Yes, Ted. As the
What it is.
inaugural winner of the trophy and being the first one to hold it for the first year, are you taking care of my baby?
She was a bit dusty, but as I said, she's in an earshot. I mean, she's in my bedroom. So like, when I'm doing the nasty, like I take a look at it. When I mean,
It was in my
I hang-
bedroom too.
Hey,
And Christy's.
it's seen some things.
All right, question again, Ted. So kind of hit on this with Andrew. It was very apparent that you were called out on draft weekend for the last 2 years of having Saquon. Obviously, you didn't have Saquon this year. Can you walk us through that process and how you got to where you are right now?
Well, not having Saquon, that was my crutch that's been holding me up for the last 2 years. So I'm not really sure how I did. I think it was because waivers were wide open and I could go and while all y'all were in school, right? I could go pick up whoever wanted or no, I couldn't do that. I don't know, man. I think I just flung some shit at the wall and see what stuck. I mean, you guys are way smarter than me about how to win one of these, and so I don't know. You tell me.
All right, last question because we have to stay with the puns. Ted, who do you want more?
I like that. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm hoping to. I've been able to. I hadn't been able to avenge a loss yet. Zach got me. Drumo got me, and J House got me. I can take care of one of those this week. And I'd like to kind of take care of another one with everything on the line.
Ted versus Drumo in the final would be heavy. I like that.
Demo don't like that. He don't like that one bit.
Hey, I'll be. If I get there, I'll be happy. I just gotta. I'm focused on this week.
Drumo's good at week 16.
Oh, what?
I say you're good at week 16. So like that, I mean, 16 is a
That's
good
all.
number.
That's all that matters this year.
Yep.
He smoked my ass week 16 to the tune of 214 points or some shit. All right. Anybody else? Questions for Ted?
I got a question for Ted. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Hey, so Ted, I used to coach Devontae Adams. He's pretty good. I looked, and since week 7, he's had a touchdown and at least 6 receptions in every game. Which player are you looking to step up, try to match that?
Man, that's a good question.
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams has been a stud. I don't even think I can count on a receiver. Allen Robinson's got a good matchup, but I think as long as Kelsey goes big for me again, I like my chances. He's been as rock solid as Devontae's been for him all year. So if they can go toe to toe, that'll kind of neutralize that.
Hear you.
But I am scared of that. That is, how an opposing team, Jay Gay, like if you're going up against a team, they got this one receiver, and freaking 2 nobodies on the other side. Like, why would he ever let him blow up? Like, put a guy on him and help over the top. I don't understand it how he gets off every week, regardless.
As long as Aaron Jones is running the ball well, they got to commit to the box, man. If Aaron
Commit
Jones,
to the box. That's what we all say.
that's right. You always got to commit to that box, you know.
Yeah. Otherwise, Aaron Jones and Jamal will go for 200.
Yeah, that's right. Jamal get loose out there. No doubt. Good question though, Ben. Devontae he scares me, and I'm not even playing against him.
Scary.
He just scares me. Any other questions for Ted?
All right, Ted. One question.
What up, Prince of Darkness?
Are you ready? Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, Joe Biden. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Oh man! All right, Bill Gates. I got to give him the D to impregnate him to get half. Marry one. I guess it's got to be Fauci because he's smart. He can look over the top of him. And Biden's going to die next week anyway. So.
You don't have to do it.
I ain't even gonna have to do it. I won't have any blood on my hands.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
It was almost scripted. That was perfect.
I had no idea it was coming.
I know.
I hope not.
That's why.
That's all I have, sadly.
Jones placed on the reserved COVID list. You hate to see it.
Hey Ted, how many yo texts do you think you sent out over the course of this season?
Great question.
How many narcotic conversations have popped up in group me?
Hey Ted, guess who's going
over under on 69? I'm probably taking the over.
Nice.
Who's counting?
Hey Ted, guess who's going to Massachusetts next week? Land of the free. Holla.
Eric's already
Guess what friend would say he'd hook you up and then says, and he'll bring it to draft weekend and leave you in anticipation only to say, oh no, I didn't go.
Well, I went, but I didn't go twice. There's a limit how much stuff you can get. I had to hook myself up first.
Ted, what Walmart sells a Carolina lacrosse hoodie?
Bro, I've had this for the longest, man. I don't even know. Probably got it from like TJ Maxx or something back in the day. This is Old Faithful.
Max Denista. All right.
Drumo, what are you staring at, boy? It just cut to him, like quietly just staring at me.
Any other questions for Ted?
Are nipples technically straws?
Great question.
Pause. And then drink, because of course they are.
Nice.
That was a good interview. His face, how he keeps a straight face, I don't understand it.
Dude, they're the best.
I'm dying.
That dude from wearing an NFL jersey on Carolina sidelines calling plays, doing what he's doing now is crazy.
That journalist and analyst thing, I saw that. I was like, just busted off.
Oh my God, yes. So funny. 51 strokes too. I don't know if y'all see that. That's
funny.
God.
Caleb's the funniest dude on Barstool.
Hilarious.
Any other questions for Ted?
Young Hoku versus Jason Sanders. Trip would appreciate this one.
Yes, he would.
Fun fact, I dropped Koo to pick up Sanders.
Thank you.
Yep.
One
They've
and
been
two.
1 and 2 for the last, I don't know how many weeks. Yeah.
They're 1 and 2 for the season.
I think that's a side bet shot. We can go ahead and put that one in the books, right?
Do it.
Definitely lock it up.
What?
All right. Well, if there's no other questions, we'll go ahead and finish this off. Guys, I appreciate you being here and being a part of this, especially to the Final Four guys. Y'all participating and answering the questions, the tough questions, the ones you didn't expect. I appreciate it. You're good sports about it. And again, to reiterate what Ted said, this is incredible.
Yeah, man. Well done. It's perfect.
Jason,
Yes.
can we talk about Secret Spirits?
Yeah. So, okay. It's in the works. Nothing's been finalized yet, but we're talking about doing a Secret Spirits similar to Secret Santa. Smitty will be the head of that. I have anointed him Secret Spirit Lord. I think that's the title we came up with. And he will be sending out letters in the mail. That will be your Secret Spirit person. And you will buy a fifth of liquor for that person and deliver it to them on draft day for side bet shots.
And we want to know a good number, like as far as cost goes. Like we were thinking like $15 and they have to use it for side bet shots for that year.
Yes.
Well, that's a good idea. I like that.
Is 15 the max or the min?
Max.
We're looking
Max.
for max price. We were thinking like $15 just to keep it real shitty. But I mean, should we go to like 20, 25? Or what are you guys thinking?
I
I
think
think
15 to 20.
15's fair. There's
Natalie's over there like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Natalie's real excited about that. Daniel's definitely getting some shitty tequila.
You're like $20.
I think 20's good. We're old.
I can do that.
Eye on something real nice.
Hey,
Lord. Oh, that's gross, dude.
I got the
Virginia
plug in
gentleman.
Chicago, about to get it down.
Yeah.
I will literally not make a side bet shot next year
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
until week 13 when I have to.
So what will happen is Smitty will draw out of a hat. He'll pick it out. He won't look at it. He'll stuff it in an envelope, send it to you. And that'd be who
And
you,
Maxim will pay for shipping.
yeah.
Or you could just text it and save the shipping.
The goal is to not have anybody know. Like I'm not actually gonna read who I'm picking out. Like I'm gonna.
So what if you send me myself?
That's a good fucking point.
Damn.
What
Christy,
are the odds of that?
Yeah, we'll let Christy do it.
she literally just volunteered.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So
God,
make sure. But that works. So yeah. So everybody be expecting something in the mail over the next month or so.
that could ruin something so pleasant to me.
All right, here's the kicker.
Ugh.
All right.
Aristocrat vodka all year, like shoot
Somebody's
me,
getting
I
a
hope
I'm
nobody disrespects us.
Pearl.
Like that.
That's what I'm
All right,
saying.
so-
Like, you
so should
it
we
almost
put
is going to
parameters
like
around
a
it? No vodka.
punishment.
I mean, because
I don't know.
it could get very shitty.
Yeah.
Let's say no vodka.
It has to be between 10 and 20 because you can't.
Everybody look at Big House's face right now. Big House about ancient age.
Yes.
100%.
Great.
That's exactly what he'll
I can
eat.
still definitely taste that in my fucking
Yeah.
throat. I think
You
it's
mean
food
the
poisoning.
black
Alcohol
Justin-
poisoning.
stuff that's coming out of your mouth?
Yeah.
Let's
Going up aisle.
Yeah.
let's say no vodka. Let's say no vodka.
I'm fine with
Vodka's
vodka.
terrible.
Can we just say
tequila
shitty?
for
Can
me.
we just say shitty whiskey? Like, there's plenty of options of that.
Or tequila. Whiskey or tequila? Do we just keep it that way?
Ugh.
I
Don't do
mean,
that.
can we just do whiskey?
I'm fine with just
Pause
whiskey.
real quick because I'm gonna stop the recording, guys.
Yeah, I'm bouncing.
No.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate whiskey. All right.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Jermo, good luck, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah. Let's say whiskey or tequila.